With reactions to releases and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. At a signing, Sting could be seen in the background of a man proposing to a woman.
He gave me a note and asked me if it would be okay if he proposed. Awesome. Oh, good. And he just did. And he just gave the ring, and he wanted me to put an exclamation point on the end by saying, "It's showtime!" Congratulations. Congrats.
Recalling when he found out that his WWE contract would not be renewed, JAVIER BERNAL said this to Scott Scoop. "I'll tell you this much. I was in the shower when I got the call. I was washing my hair and I'm like, oh, great. So, of course, I got out and saw it. My wife was on the phone with me. My wife had a worse reaction than I did. She was sobbing and all that. I just had to be strong for a little bit. I was mad. I was mad. I was pissed off. The same sentiment as before. I have people like John Cena and Booker T putting me over. I was mad for a minute, but after a while, it's like back to work. I gave myself an hour to be mad, and then I got to work because I couldn't just stop. Life doesn't stop when this stops. So I gave myself an hour to cry, and then we got to work. That was kind of where I went with that." Bernal also revealed how he met his wife, Tatum Paxley. "So me and my wife actually met at the tryout in Las Vegas. We were signed together, didn't have very much interaction other than like we saw each other. We said hi and congrats and all that, but I felt like we were very drawn to each other. Later down the line that year, we'd go to concerts together and hang out and stuff like that, and then one day we were together. The thing about us is that we're both very similar in the sense that we're kind of boring in a lot of ways. Like, we stay home. Right now, we have the dog that we just got, his name's Gorgeous, and we have Hanson the cat. And that's our little family right now. I'm straight edge, so I'm already boring enough as it is. She doesn't drink or do anything either. We just go to work and then come back. That's kind of who we are as people. We don't really find trouble. We don't go looking for trouble. I'm very blessed to have met my wife in WWE. It's one of the many reasons I was thankful for my time there." Explaining why she is no longer involved in the pro wrestling business, former WWE star Kelly Kelly told Wrestling Classic, "I did. I was very lucky. I was doing some house shows and I was just so tired. My body was hurting. And I felt like when your heart isn't in it 100%, it shows in your matches. It shows in your character. It's just hard to really give 100% when you're not feeling it. I didn't want to go out there and have a match, I want to give the crowd what they paid to see. And yeah, I just thought, okay, I need a break. I need to get it together, figure out what I want to do next, where my heart is." Asked about returning to WWE, Kelly Kelly said this during that same interview: "Not full time. I would come back for a special little run or something. Like I've said, my dream is to have my kids watch me one day." With Chris Jericho having been absent from AEW programming, Dave Meltzer said this regarding his return to the promotion, noting on Wrestling Observer Radio, nothing really new with Jericho, other than he played at Crusher Fest on Saturday, May 31st, 2025. No, his Fozzy tour is over, so right now, he's done some TV work while he's been gone, a couple of TV shows that he filmed, but as far as coming back to AEW, there's nothing on the table right now. As far as is he ready and available, I mean, technically, he's always been available because even when he tours, Wednesday is open. But I think that he felt that it was time for a break, and so that's the deal with them. When Jericho was very young, Crusher was one of his favorites because Jericho grew up in Winnipeg. That was an AWA city. The Crusher was the AWA's top babyface until Hogan came in '81. Jericho said when he was 8 years old, he saw the Crusher on TV say, "Join me downtown and we'll all go drink beers together." And Jericho just wanted his mom to let him go and drink beers with the Crusher, but she wouldn't let him go. Talking about not having her contract with WWE renewed, JAKARA Jackson told Stardom Cast, "Yeah, there's always different stories for everyone, and we all know that releases come about ever so often, but this time, absolutely not. I had no clue at all. We were on a roll ever since Saudi Arabia. We were busy. Then we got the TNA opportunity, and as soon as we landed, took a little nap, woke up, and we saw what the deal was. It makes you just turn your head because you never know with anything." Talking about her departure from WWE in December of 2022, former NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose told CardPlayer.com, "It was upsetting that my 413-day reign ended like that, because I knew that I would become bigger and eventually be on the main roster. I was never the best wrestler in the world. I never will be, but when it comes to having that it factor and being able to walk into a room and get people's attention, I had that. People love to hate me. I'm still very close with Sonya Deville, but some of the other girls, I feel like if I saw them today, I don't know how they feel about the situation. I don't know if they're envious or jealous, but I feel like there could be some chitter chatter back there. I'm sure they may make comments about stuff, but I don't give a because I'm living my best life, setting myself up for the future, and I don't have to take bumps anymore." During that same interview, Mandy Rose said this in regards to a potential return to WWE. "I would definitely take the phone call if Triple H rang. I would love to have a conversation. We can even iron out some things maybe from the past that didn't go as planned. I've never been able to have a conversation with anyone that I knew or had a relationship with about being fired. It was like, okay, no one's going to give me a little explanation here, but it would have to really make sense for me to come back financially, and it would have to be a huge event." Providing information on the shocking WWE departure of R-Truth, Jonathan Coachman noted on the Coach and Bro show, "I should put this out there because I had somebody reach out to me, and reportedly, and I have not confirmed this, but reportedly they did offer R-Truth a contract that was far less money than what he was making, and he decided to turn that down. That's what somebody told me that's in the know. Now whether or not that's true, I'm not sure." With fans on Raw chanting for R-Truth, CM Punk reacted to this in the ring, saying this.
"I understand that I said, how dare you chant for somebody that's not here? Think about it, you'll get it on your way home. Play the champ's music."
It's also been noted by Jonathan Coachman on the Coach and Bro show that the release of R-Truth could be leading to a major pay reset for WWE. Yes, my sources tell me that R-Truth was offered a substantial amount less to re-sign. In my opinion, this is the beginning of resetting the contract lines. I get both sides not knowing what the amount was. We went through the same thing years ago at ESPN. A lot of talent was overpaid in the executives' minds, and they had to reset one deal at a time. My guess is R-Truth knows whatever the number was that he can make more than that either on the indies like Cardona or at AEW. Providing a legal update on a former WWE name, Ringside News wrote that Mike Droese, better known to wrestling fans as Duke the Dumpster Droese, won't be appearing in court as originally scheduled this week. The former WWF and Memphis wrestling performer was set to be arraigned on May 28th in Warren County, Tennessee, for a felony charge of attempted aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor. However, that arraignment has now been delayed. According to public court records, Droese's case has been pushed back, with a new hearing date set for August 27th at 9:30 a.m. He remains free on a $10,000 bond. The charge stems from an April 2024 incident in which Droese allegedly attempted to purchase child sexual assault material using his Coinbase account on the dark web. web. Authorities say the transaction was flagged and stopped before completion, but the intent was enough to lead to a grand jury indictment. District Attorney General Chris Stanford explained the legal reasoning behind the charge. Purchasing child sexual assault material is an aggravated crime because the money used to purchase the material is what continues to make child sexual assault material profitable for criminal enterprises. The investigation began after Coinbase reported the activity to the FBI, who then alerted the Warren County Sheriff's Department. TBI agent Kevin Starr led the case that resulted in Drozie's indictment during the May grand jury session. Drozie turned himself in after learning of the indictment. At the time, he was working as a DUI coordinator for the 31st Judicial District's Adult Recovery Court program, a job he was fired from immediately following his arrest. Officials confirmed that he never worked with minors in that role. This isn't Drozie's first criminal case. In 2013, he was convicted for delivering oxycodone and buprenorphine to an undercover informant while working as a teacher. He served 30 days in jail and paid a $2,000 fine. Once remembered as a garbage man turned wrestler during the WWF's cartoonish era of the 1990s, Drozie last wrestled during MLW's 2023 Battle Riot event. The delay in court proceedings gives Drozie 3 more months before facing a judge, while serious questions about his actions continue to hang over his legacy. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.